What I got for y'all right now is a quick story on Derrick Grove. Now, if you don't know who Derrick Grove is, allow me to speed you up on things real quick. Derrick Grove is the inmate that escaped, is the prisoner that escaped from the county jail in New Orleans. Him, along with maybe 10, I want to say 10 or 9 more um male incarcerated prisoners or whatever. I be trying to be really careful when I use the word prisoner, felon. Uh, I be trying to be careful, man, because sometimes people really be innocent of some shit. Sometimes there are innocent people in jail. They really are. Word. Or it's just a lot of good people with good lies. I don't know. Only God knows. But I know I went to jail for something I didn't do one time. That's a fact. So I'm just saying, I'm just watching my words carefully. But they got my boy. This nigga was on the run for 146 days. That's perfect. Let me tell you why it's perfect, right? Because when we talk about being on the run, now this ain't child support. This ain't just a regular charge or traffic tickets. This is someone who escaped from jail. So there's a manhunt on him. I kind of found this a little interesting to talk about because I was in the same situation. And I could break down how this shit goes. You dig me? So for one, being on the run and having a manhunt on your ass, right? You ain't doing much. You're not doing much at all. You first of all, you depended on somebody to take care of you. It's usually gonna be a female because you don't trust niggas. And nigga, you already mad because niggas wasn't there for you while you was in there. So you already come home with a short list of people you not fucking with once you escape. You already got that in your mind. That's how you can last a little long because you already mad. Because you saying to yourself, I've been here all this time, none of y'all came through for me. So you would definitely have that attitude once you escape. So you know your circle gonna be super short. So um they caught all the rest of them first. Derrick was running for a while. Like I said, it's difficult. You don't know where to sleep, you don't know where to live. Well, you have places, but you don't want the people that's around there or living in there in that place or resident. You don't want them you don't want them to tip you off or get wind of who you are. So it's difficult. You find yourself sleeping in abandoned buildings. You find yourself sleeping outside. You find yourself sleeping in people's backyards. You find yourself sleeping in cars. You find yourself sleeping anywhere. Like when you want to run for manhunt, it's serious, dog. We talking about trucks. We talking about helicopters. We talking about canines. We talking about every police force getting together. The COs could see you, they could jump on you. The DA, the DEA, the FBI, the LMNOP, all of them. Once everybody it's a green light on your ass when it's a manhunt. Every district, state troopers, everybody. I know I'm trying to tell you it's serious. So, it's difficult living on the run like that. So I can understand how it got. Now, where else me and him fall in similarities is the woman thing. Once when I got locked up for my manhunt, they followed the woman I was with. She was telling them that she didn't know where I was, but they followed her from Trenton to Brooklyn, New York, and that's how they busted me. I think he was. I think me and him was on a run around the same amount of time. It's something about them 150, 160 days, them 5, 6 months. It's something about the months. I don't know if the manhunt gets more increased. I don't know, but I got caught like around the same amount of time he did, like 5 months later. So they followed the girl I was messing with at the time from Trenton train station to New York City, Brooklyn, New York, where they arrested me. So once when Derrick got arrested, he wasn't with, but he was on the run with a female. Allegedly, she's the one that helped him escape from jail, from the county jail, allegedly. But she was employed as a sheriff at one point in time. I don't know if she still is or not. So now, this is the difficult thing about being on the manhunt on the run period and living with a woman. It's too much going on. The good thing about it is that she gonna have her full time man in the house. That nigga ain't going nowhere. That nigga is in the house for real. He off the PlayStation. He off the Xbox. He playing Super Nintendo Switch. This nigga bored. So he in the house and she gonna be loving it. You dig me? So that's the good thing. The next good thing is there's a lot, there's a lot of conversation come out of that, especially if the woman that you with was with you while you was incarcerated. Y'all get to talk about things, put things back together, build things, because you can't go nowhere. Can't go nowhere. You and her might end up like Bonnie and Clyde. And my situation, I was fortunate to be with someone who was employed. So that's how I was getting taken care of. And friends of mine would give her money to bring to me in Brooklyn from Trenton when she would come visit me on the weekends. Because there wasn't no cash app or none of that back then. You either had to mail the money or UPS it, Western Union, one of them shit like that. But it wasn't no cash app or nothing like that when I did the Great Escape. So I kind of get Derrick Groves situation, but it's iffy. Now, there's not too many pros when it comes to being on the run on a manhunt with a woman, but there's a whole lot of cons. The major one is you're gonna have to do whatever they say. Whatever they say. If you could be just waking up out your sleep and she just come out the bathroom like, babe, eat my pussy and lick my ass, you're gonna have to be like, bend over, bitch. Because you want to run. You don't want to upset her. You don't want to make her mad. You don't want to make her uncomfortable. So you're going to do it. She might understand it as a woman and be light on you and considerate to certain things and understanding of certain things. So she just kind of like won't put the pressure on you. But she gonna play with that at times. It's not gonna be each and every day for all these days that she gonna be just understanding to it. Some days she gonna get you back for shit you did. So she gonna ask questions like, "So did you fuck the bitch?" And don't lie. Now you got it. It's crazy. So was the bitch writing you while you was locked up? And don't lie. You feel me? Like you gotta just is she got you by the balls. So being on a run with a woman is difficult anyway. Anyway, and they say they found my boy Derrick Groves in Atlanta inside a, I don't want to say a bandit, but it looked it like a bando. But I don't want to say it was a bandit because I just don't want to. I don't know. Maybe that's how he lived. Some niggas live junky. Some niggas live like they live in the bando. Like some niggas comfortable like that. So I'm guessing that his house needed to be clean. But anyway, they found him in Atlanta in the house, peeking out the window. The neighbor said he used to peek out the window and saw him. Now, that's another thing me and him share. I was peeking out the window too. I was peeking out the window so much my neighbors thought I was a rapist. I swear to God they did. They had to ask somebody. They was like, oh, hell no, he cool as hell. Nobody knew my situation. But I peeked out the window so much, I noticed the lady. One day I knocked on the window. I tried to get one of the young girls to go get me a Black and Mild from the corner store. And when I did, she said something about, you don't never come outside that house. You always peeking in the window. When she said that to me, I was like, damn, how she know? So it made me feel super weird. I felt so fucking weird. I think I got up out of there because for one, they saw me. They saw me peeking. I know I got up out of there. I came back there, but I died that down for like 3 weeks. I ain't go back for like 3 weeks around there. So when the old lady said, I used to see somebody peeking out the window all the time, can relate to Derrick for peeking out the window because that's what you do when you on the run, especially a man. You peeking out everywhere. You don't feel comfortable sleeping unless you like really buried in a hole or really, really somewhere secluded. Nobody knows where this place is at. Not even where you at, but nobody knows where this place is at. That's one of your most comfortable sleeps ever, and it probably ain't gonna be comfortable, but that's gonna be the most peaceful of sleep, where you could just rest your mind because your brain's still gonna be wondering. You're running, your mind's still gonna be wondering. You're still gonna be just, but you want to just get somewhere where it's real quiet and you can hear squirrels jumping up and down on trees. That type of thing. That's when you really kind of be like, and nobody knows where you at, not even your girlfriend. My best sleep is when nobody knew where I was at. That was my best sleep on the run. And you got to live like that. So for him to have did that for like 5 to 6 months, I commend him, man. It's hard. See, I'm a tall nigga, so I could get spotted. And I got a bed and all that. Like he could walk around looking like Monica. So gone over you. And he could put on a wig. They said when they kicked in the door, they found wigs all on the floor. Now that could be his girlfriend, the one who domed him out. And let's talk about her real quick. We're gonna get back to Derrick. Let's talk about what's her name? Deanna? D. Just gonna call her D, right? D, them two was arguing. She dropped a dime on him. So she thought she was gonna get $20,000. You know what? You know what? I could imagine that conversation with Derrick and her upset that made her flip like that. I could imagine. Because holding back things you want to say to somebody only for the strength of you got to live in their house, or they gonna tell on you and you can't cuss them out all these months, all these days, all these weeks. They keep just saying stuff to you, violating you, doing stuff, guessing stuff, assuming things. You can't really express yourself. One day you're going to bust. You're going to bust. And when you do, it's going to be sad. You're going to let him have it. So apparently, he probably had a big argument with her and disrespected her to the max. And she could have been frustrated with money, finances. It's hard. It's difficult. Food is, when I escaped, I could walk out to the year I escaped in the 90s. I could walk out of I could have walked out of where I was hiding from, go to the corner store with $5, come back with a whole turkey and cheese sandwich with mayonnaise on it, salt and pepper, extra oregano, lettuce, and tomatoes. Right? A big bag of Bonton chips for 99 cents with the sticker on it that say 99 cents. Right? And I could probably get a Twister, one of them sodas. I was drinking sodas back then. I could get a soda and a couple pieces of candy for $5. Little Debbie or some shit. $5. So now a dozen of eggs is $24. $24 for a dozen of eggs. So I could imagine him and his girlfriend D being frustrated financially because he can't go out and get a job. And the internet blowing him up. They saying they saw him working at the gas station with a wig on. Then they said they seen him in Walmart walking around with a wig on and some heels. Then somebody said they seen him at church praising the Lord. The boy couldn't even go to church. They said they seen him at church with a wig on. Then they said they seen him at the Beyonce concert looking like Monica at the Carter Cowboy. They said they said my boy Derrick was at the Carter at the Beyonce. They said my boy Derrick was at the Beyonce concert looking like Monica. Ooh, I just want to have a good time. Spin it back, turn it around. Ooh, Derrick did it up. He probably took pictures. What's tomorrow? Monday? He trying to get them pictures next week, bitch. Send me those pictures, bitch. Send me all those pictures we was taking out there. I mean, so, so I could see the argument happening. You know what I'm saying? The frustration. He's on the run. You dig me? Really ain't healthy. You're not healthy at all. That type of living, you're not healthy. You can't be. You need sun. You need daylight. You got to go outside. Your body got to get air. You got to get some sun. You gotta have stuff that they kicked in the door. This nigga had 35 pink bubble gum The roll up ones, the bubble yum joints. He must love those. He had like 35 of those inside the house. I ain't gonna get on it with the women shit again, like the clothes and the wigs and the shoes, cause he probably was in there with his girlfriend. Like when I was on the run, my girl came everywhere I was. I don't care if I was at the crack house. She was coming up in there giving me some pussy. Listen, bitch, it is what it ain't. Bend over, bend over. Ooh, I just want to have a good time. She was bringing me the newspaper article. You in the paper again? I was in the paper. I was in the paper. I was in the paper. Every time you turn around, I was in the paper. You dig me? So the internet, and then look, let me. Ooh, wait. Let's be serious for a minute. When you think people are real that claim to be this and claim to be that, let me tell you something. Do something serious. Do something serious like a murder or a kidnapping or escape from jail. Watch how them niggas in your neighborhood turn to bitches. The toughest niggas. Oh, why you do that? You got the hood hot. Oh, why you do that? You could at least talk to them. Why you do that? They was gonna give you something. They wasn't gonna give you all that time. Why you do that? That's what they gonna say. The toughest niggas gonna say that. Soon as you do something tough, these niggas get the balling up and running like bitches, and you like, damn, son, I thought this was it. Like I thought this was lit. Like this was like some gangster shit. Man, you got the black eye. You know, ran out of jail. Now what you gonna do? You got the block out. Now what you gonna do? You can't even make no money. You can't do nothing. You just got the block out now. They looking for me in Brooklyn. Meanwhile, they tearing Trenton up. And they sending them, he's from New York. You got to go to New York. Go look for him in New York. Pulling over the bells, bombing, acting cool. You know them dick-legged niggas that be acting cool with the police, acting cool with the COs, laughing and joking in their face, seeing them by themselves, waving, blowing their horn, pulling up on them, laughing and joking with the police. That was dumb niggas from my hood. Oh, he ain't around here. He nigga went back to New York. And most of them niggas that I knew that was doing it, that was people was told me they was doing it. Look, the bounty hunter told me when they caught me, the bounty hunter said you had a lot of people helping you, and you had a lot of people telling us stuff. And they told me two of the people that was telling them stuff, and I believe them. One of the niggas, this nigga is just washed up. This nigga a junkie. This nigga on drugs. He a crackhead. Good for him. Nigga a stone cold crackhead. That nigga see you, he gonna beg you for some money. One of the niggas that told the Bells bombing I was in New York, and I believe the Bells bombing because the same two people were saying stuff to me. Oh, you got the hood high. So that nigga on crack. Good for him. I hope he never find his motherfucking get hold of his addiction. I hope he forever smoke crack and don't prosper in life. Period. Just remain a crackhead to the death. He's a crackhead. And the other nigga, this nigga, he just know everything. He just too goddamn nosy. I knew he was gonna say something because he too nosy. Anybody that's too nosy and want to know shit, they can police because they too nosy. You don't just because the more information you know, you gotta let it go. You can't hold all that in you. You gotta do something. It's like a boxer. He always moving his hands, even when he ain't boxing. He talk to you with his hands. When you are what you are, that's what you are. Even when you won't even know you being that person, you just doing what you do because that's who you are, and that's what he did. But fuck both of them niggas. I'm just saying, when you do shit in the hood, niggas gonna tell on you. You kill somebody, niggas gonna come up on you, be like, "What you kill him for? You could at least talk to him. Why'd you take his life? Now you gotta go to jail for 80 years." But these be the same niggas that be yelling this and that and that and this. I'm telling you. That's why kids don't do nothing. Do not do nothing in the streets because people gonna tell on you. Not only that, you don't want to go to jail. And let me get back to Derrick. Now, the argument him and his girl had to make her want to call in and get the $20,000 reward is crazy. That's crazy. He must have was he must have called her all types of bitches. He must have called all types of bitches. All types of bitches though. For real. Cause for you to just do that and be like that to that person, it's crazy. All types of bitches. For you to do that, like help somebody, she was frustrated. Like, nigga, I did this for you. I did that for you. I helped you escape. I'm helping you survive out here. And he probably like, I don't want to hear that. You mother kiss my you stupid suck my kiss my you you steak mother you know pussy having. And she said, oh yeah? Oh yeah? Motherfucker, you going to jail. And that's how it went. That's how it go. That's how it go. That's how it go. They both frustrated, and then guess what? They're gonna be writing each other. I love you, baby. Why you do that to me? But let me tell you something before I end this. If you don't think Derrick is right now trying to figure it out, how to get out of there, you bugging. I did. I was in that motherfucker that right there like this. As soon as I got busted. When I got busted, I was trying to escape. The Bells bomber said, hey, could you show us how to get back to Trenton? Now, there's two ways to get back to Trenton from Brooklyn. You could either take the Route 1, you could take the highway, or you could take Business Route 1. I made them take Business Route 1 because I knew there was mad stores there. And so my thing was like, I'm going to stop and ask, could I go to the bathroom? Then I'm going to run again. I knew the place I was going, because back then you could do shit like that. They ain't have all these stores on the side street, all these restaurants and all that shit like that. So in the 90s, it was just like, it was a lot of space. It was a lot of land. It was like going down Route 1, talking about going down Business Route 1. There wasn't all these stores. Going down Business Route 1, it was just like Johnson and Johnson. A couple gas stations here and there. Maybe a couple big factories. It wasn't all these little mom and pop stores, all these phone stores, all these Crickets and T-Mobiles and little pizza galleries and little complexes and all these complexes on Business Route 1 where people live at. They done took over the world and start building shit there now. So I already had in my mind I was going to ask them on the long run, like coming from like a little bit, I can't really remember now, but somewhere on that highway is a long stretch. I know ain't no bathroom coming up on no gas station. And I was going to run, jump the divider, just do dumb shit. So I'm saying all that to say, I know Derrick is in there right now looking around like this, bitch. I was going to court like this. Like, I'm trying to get up out of here. Like, so I was going to tell him let me use the bathroom. I was going to run because they ain't have shackles on my feet. They just have shackles on my back. They had put them behind me. But he let me get out and pee, and he let the dog get out and pee. And shit. I'm looking at the dog like, oh, man. And he told me, if you run him, let the dog loose. I just pissed. Hey, dog looking. I said, I got back in there, man. So I get it. It's like you just gonna keep going. You're gonna keep trying. So I know how you feeling. Every time you see him a door, you try to do that. Now they gonna lock him down. This is the real bad part. For him, allegedly he was facing a lot of time. So the fact that he gonna have that kind of charge ain't gonna do nothing to him eventually, but he gonna be on maximum security wherever he go. He classified as an escape artist. It's gonna be hard for him to get game minimum, full minimum. It's gonna be hard for him to get any details. It's gonna be hard for him to get any bails if he ever beat this. It's gonna be hard for him to get ORRs. It's gonna be hard for him to get bracelets. It's gonna be hard for him to probably even get parole if he ever come to that, because they're gonna say that he ain't gonna return. Once you get that on your jacket, it's hard to shake that. I got that on my jacket. You know, the only way I shook that is proving myself throughout the years, which was bad, but I escaped in the 90s. So now there ain't So now I escaped in the 90s. So there's no other way to prove that you're not going to escape no more unless you do what? Get incarcerated again. So I got incarcerated again and again and again. And I showed them that I'm not that person. I wasn't never thinking about it. I completed my sentence successfully. I didn't escape from nowhere. Then they start sending me places, halfway houses, and giving me like outside details and shit like that. But that charge always comes up. It always comes up. Always. Always, always, always. That shit got a like attachment to it. It got a bolio. It's red. It's super red. And it got a stamp next to it. Like you are not to be near no nothing that's minimum or medium. You straight maximum. That's how they was doing me. Visits, everything, extra eye on you. Like how, you know what I'm saying? Like wherever you go, extra eye on you, extra yum yum sauce. You heard? So that's the bad thing. But like I said, I heard he was facing a lot of years. I just hope that ain't the matter. You know? And then look, he can get out, we can get out all them years and be with our girlfriend in the same house. We could be out all the months, I meant, on the run. He out 5-6 months with his girlfriend, staying out of trouble, staying out the way, because the police looking for me on the run. But we get our freedom and can't even maintain for 30 days. Can't even stay in the house with our girlfriend for 2 weeks straight. But we get on the run again. We do that. So I'm just here to say right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, just give y'all a quick come in, just give y'all a quick little understanding of the position he in. And another thing, they're not really going to label it escape. They're going to label it like a walk-off, like an AWOL, because the county don't want to put down the word escape because they're there to house you and protect you. So the last thing they want to do is be known to put up escape. Like they can't house inmates, like they can't house prisoners, like they can't take care of them. So they're not going to do that. And the institution, it might be on his paperwork. But as far as the whole physical charge, it's just going to get ran concurrent with everything else. And even if he didn't have that charge and he escaped, he probably would just probably the most probably get like 18 months. You don't get a lot of time for breaking out of somewhere that they supposed to have hold you down. They supposed to have made sure you was in here. If you found a way to get out of there, it's kind of like not your fault when it comes to a major charge. It just looks crazy because you got a bounty hunter or you got all these people chasing you around, but it ain't like that. It's really bad while doing time with that charge on you. But like I said, if he beat all them charges today that he's arrested for and he have only the one for escape, it's just going to be like time served. It's going to be like time served. It's going to be close to nothing. I did it before. Take it from a man that does it real smooth. Oh, that yo, baby, pss, 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 not the move. You dig? That's when I tap into shit like that. I don't really want to be on here talking about people all the time that I don't really know their situation or I'm getting that information off the line. I like to tap in where I got when it's close to me, like when it's a resemblance to me, a reflection of me, whether it's good, whether it's bad. So that way I could give you the Rubik's Cube, the flip coins of this shit. Show you why it was like that, how it was like that, what's the outcome, what's going to happen, what might not happen. Because, you know, a lot of laws don't change, but then you got some laws that change, but that's every 35,000 years. You dig me? So that's what I like to tap in and bring y'all some fly shit. But thanks for tuning in to your boy. I just want to let Derrick Girl D know that was some bullshit. You ain't getting that $20,000. Take your stupid ass, your big stupid ass head to jail. 50-50 show, I'm out of here. You already know.